Hey guys, this is Nathan, and welcome back to TechNodeFirmaCraft. So I've been doing a whole bunch of stuff in between episodes. I've been harvesting a lot of wood. I smelted up a whole bunch of copper. I have 3 copper ingots here. I have an ingot somewhere around here. I guess it's in this chest that is not completely filled. But yeah, I've made a couple of chests thanks to having this saw now. And the chests, if we look at those, the recipe on them is just 8 lumber, and we get 8 lumber from 1 log. So each chest is 1 log. It's not real bad to make them. And yeah, they hold only 2/3 of a standard vanilla chest, but yeah, that's okay. So we can put a lot of stuff. You can see I've got a lot of potatoes in here and a lot of other things. I've been collecting a lot of straw. Also, I made these support beams, and we're going to be using those in mining here after a while. And also, I made these tool racks. The tool racks are pretty simple. It's just 6 pieces of lumber. And yeah, we can hang our tools on there. And some of our tools, like for instance our saw and our javelins, a lot of this stuff cannot go in a chest. But we can put them on the tool rack, which is really helpful sometimes. So yeah, I made a few more copper tools. I made a scythe, and I was using that to harvest some leaves. I got tons of saplings and planted them. I think it was out in that direction. I clear-cut some of the forest and then replanted it. So that's going to take a while to grow back, but that's okay. And yeah, doing a little bit of decorating. But, so now that we're starting to kind of get a little bit settled in here, we get to take a trip back to where we started. So, we need flux in order to be able to get into smithing. And we started out in a limestone biome way up here, limestone biome in limestone rock. So we're going to have to head back up here and gather some limestone. So that's kind of unfortunate. I know we do have some other stuff here that possibly we could see if we could mine while we're there. But before we leave, first off, I have some water jugs being cooked in the pit kilns right now. All of my water jugs have broken. And also, we have all of these ceramic vessels. Every one of these is empty, but I don't want to have all of my inventory taken up by ceramic vessels. So, we are going to make a barrel. Now, these barrels come in really handy. They go in the back slot right here, and they have a capacity, I believe, of 12 items. So, to make the barrel, we need 7 lumber put together in that particular pattern, and we need something to drink. Let's get a little bit of water here, and that'll be good. So what we're going to do, we're going to take 1 log here, we're going to cut that up, and then we're going to make ourselves a barrel. Now, when barrels are empty, you can move around with them. It's no big deal. But if, say, we right-click here, now this barrel is full of water. And you can see it says fresh water there. So we can click that into our back slot, and now we can move. Now, when it's not in our back slot, you can see it says we're overburdened, and yeah, we can't move. So, I guess we'll be making another barrel. That's no problem. So, we want to have a barrel that we can put our vessels in. And this will allow us to keep our inventory free, and we don't have to worry about everything. So, yep, 12 spots. And as we collect items, then we can put it into the vessels, put it into the barrel, and this gives us a lot of storage. So, if we have 12 ceramic vessels with 4 spots each, and let's see here, that's just in this right here, that is considerably more than my inventory alone. So you have to seal the barrel before you pick it up, or else all the items will go flying out of it. It'll automatically go into your back slot when it is sealed, and then you can move around. So I guess right now all that we're waiting for is this stuff to finish, which it should be finished here shortly. I already have my boat. We have our pickaxe with us. We have our prospector's pick. I don't know that we're going to really want to use it, but probably what I'm going to do is I am going to mine up there until we completely use up our bismuth bronze pickaxe, and we're probably going to take these support beams with us just in case we need to go mining. Also, we're going to be going past a couple of spots that I might stop at to mine. Up here we have sphalerite. I haven't found any more sphalerite recently, so that's zinc. And somewhere else around here we had some more goodies, and I don't remember where it was. So sphalerite and galena. Well, somewhere we found... Where did it go? Oh, darn it. So we had... What is this? Cassiterite. We found cassiterite somewhere, and I forgot to record where it was. That is unfortunate. So, yeah, we might be able to find it away on the way back, but that's unfortunate. So I'm gonna take off towards the north again. We're gonna go gather up a whole bunch of limestone, and then I'll be back when we're ready to get into some smithing. Well, that really sucks. So I was trying to come back after getting all of my limestone, and I ran into a bear. I think he got about 3 hits in on me, and I was dead. So, yeah. Why is it not letting me respawn? I don't know what's going on here. I have no controls. It's like the game is frozen. Well, I'll have to try to figure out what's going on here. I'll be back in a little bit. Well, apparently I just needed to restart the game and then I was able to respawn. But one thing I have noticed is that it didn't save my map status. It saved a little bit of it, so it did this up here, but you can see I explored through this area and it didn't save anything there. It didn't save any of my waypoints. Well, no, I guess we were on player deaths, but you can see there's none of these little markers over here, and I know that I put a bunch of them in there. And right here is where I died, so at least I know where to find that. So I gotta get back down there. I'm gonna have to deal with that bear. And yeah, basically I'm starting from ground zero here. Oh, interesting. Right next to spawn, limonite. But anyway, I gotta get back down there, get my stuff, and I'll meet you back at the base. So guys, as usual, food is a big problem, and I think it's time that we went ahead and made our salads here, because we have everything now that we need. So I laid out a block of granite here, so we're going to have a granite countertop. So we just right click on this with a knife, we get a food prep. So we come in here, and the bowls immediately went in. Interesting. So we need probably some meat, a vegetable of some kind. We can have another vegetable, and then we're going to put in some fruit as well. So this will allow us to make a fairly good salad, and I think we'll put the garlic for number 1, just because. So we'll have plenty of vegetable out of that. And you know what? We may just go ahead and put the meat for number 1. So we're going to go ahead and create a salad here. And now we should be able to look in the quest book and see this. So let's go back here. So we have Stone Age, 1 quest unclaimed. And yeah, A lot of you commented on this in the last episode. I realized it after the fact. I couldn't claim these quests because I had no room in my inventory, so yeah, I went ahead and grabbed those quests. So we have Salad Bar now. So we already read all of this. This is going to give us 4 more bowls and a full heart. So next we're into the casting age, and we have a lot of stuff to do here. So first off, we had Out of the Stone Age. The thing that we were waiting on there was our saw, which we grabbed that. So we're going to claim this. This will give us chestnut, some native copper. So these are the 50s, and a full heart. Then we have the Wonders of Wood, where we learned how to use the saw to make things out of logs. Now that you have a saw, you can finally craft chests. These chests are a little different than vanilla. They are smaller and not all items will fit into them. They are crafted with 8 pieces of lumber of the same type. This task accepts chests made of any wood. So this is going to give us a chestnut chest and a full heart. Go ahead and grab that. Then we have barrels with so many uses. Barrels are used for many things. They function much like large vessels with more slots. However, some crafts can only be done with a barrel. Barrels are crafted with 7 pieces of one wood type arranged in a U. This task accepts any type of barrel. So we made one of those. This is going to give us a chestnut barrel and a full heart. So we'll go ahead and claim that. Next we have the Art of Mining, where we learned about rock layers, finding ore deposits, and mining without being crushed by falling blocks. Okay, well, something's a little goofy there. So first we have Miner's Tools. The TFC world has 3 layers of rock which generate independent of each other. There are 21 different rock types that are divided into 4 categories: sedimentary, only top layer; metamorphic, top and middle layer; igneous, intrusive, top, middle, or bottom layer; and igneous extrusive, which also is in all layers. Ores and minerals are found throughout the world in veins and clusters, but where they spawn is dependent on the rock type. Remember all those nuggets you found? Well, hopefully you marked their location, as that is where you need to go look for with the prospector's pick. No, look for the ore veins. If you right-click with the prospector's pick, it will search around that point for traces of ore and minerals and tell you how much was found. It will give false negatives as well. Use the prospector's pick to locate the vein. This is a task you will want to master, and it is best to read the TFC wiki or watch the developer Kitty Channel's tutorial on the prospector's pick. This task accepts either copper or any bronze tool. So then we have preventing cave-ins. As you may have noticed by now, many things are affected by gravity. When you mine raw stone, there is a chance it will cause a cave-in. To prevent cave-ins, place 2 supports that are at least 3 high and 1 horizontal beam connecting them. This will prevent cave-ins in a block. Cave-ins 1 block above and below and 4 blocks out horizontally from the horizontal beams. The vertical beams offer no support. Even if the raw stone you are mining is supported, it can still cause unsupported blocks in the area to cave in, and this can spread back into the supported area. Please visit the TFC wiki for more detailed explanation. Cave-ins are a total pain in the butt. But so we are going to take this poor native copper this time, and then we're going to get a full heart and some chestnut support beams. And we really need to eat this salad. So you can see my health is going up there. And so now we destroyed the bowl. Nice. Okay, well, I'm going to create one more salad here. And we're going to throw these carrots in here. Okay, so now next up we had Hammer and Chisel, where we learned to chisel stone. The chisel is a useful tool for smoothing stone and making bricks. To smooth the stone, you will need a chisel and any hammer On your hotbar, right-click the raw stone with the chisel, and you can pick it up with a pickaxe or a hammer. I have found that out too. Smooth stones are not affected by gravity. There are 4 chisel modes. You will have to rebind the mod button to switch between them. Smooth mode smooths raw stone. Stir mode will remove 1/8 of a block at a time. Slab mode will shave 1/8 of a block off. And detailed mode allows you to chip away tiny bits. The chisel isn't just for stone. You can chisel many other blocks as well. Be aware you can't chisel any raw stone that has more than 2 other pieces of raw stone above it. In TNFC, the chisel is also used in many crafting recipes. This task accepts copper or any bronze chisel. So we made ourselves a copper chisel. We have shale, basalt, or quarter heart. Well, we're going to take the quarter heart so that we can try to get that one straightened out. So we've claimed all of the rewards that we have so far. Next we have this bronze one, so we need to make regular bronze. Well, I shouldn't have too much trouble with that now, because I found a vein of poor cassiterite. This is tin. We got tons of that. I also found some rich native copper, some rich sphalerite. I found a lot of gold. I found some kaolinite. I still need to find graphite, and those 2 are needed for us to continue on very much with our ore stuff. But let's go ahead and move some of these things around, clean up the inventory a little. So I think we'll just take this and place it here somewhere. Yeah, that works. Got a barrel of fresh water here? Oh yeah, that's right, I did put one there. Okay, so we'll drop these in. Well, I can't drop this into it. Okay, and the chestnut logs will have to go up here. Alright, and we have 6 more hearts, so 34 lives remaining. Now, the next thing that I want to work on is making something even better than the salad. So we want to make sandwiches. Well, to do this, we need bread. Well, to make bread, we need a quern and a handstone. So the quern is made with smooth stone of some kind, just laid together. So I went ahead and smoothed out some stone. We'll go ahead and make a quern base. And when we place this down, it still doesn't do anything because we need to put a handstone in it right here. So the handstone is made with 3 pieces of raw stone and a stick. So we'll go ahead and do this, and that gives us the handstone. So we place the handstone in here. I guess it does go in the top, okay. And then we can take our grain and grind it up. So if we take and put our wheat in here, now we click on the top of the handle and we get the grind. So that made us a little bit of wheat flour. The next thing that we need is a bucket. So let's see, I need to grab my saw. So we'll make ourselves a wooden bucket, or a couple of them. I don't know. We'll just do one for now. So we grab ourselves some fresh water, and if we take the bucket and the flour, it gives us twice as much dough as we had flour. So we can take this dough and put it in our fire pit. I was going to say something else. And then we'll just grab some logs. And I think I have a fire starter. Yep. So we'll go ahead and light this, and we have to watch this very closely. The bread cooks extremely fast, and it's got a very narrow window of being cooked and burning. So we'll keep an eye on this for just a second. You can see the bar is going up quite fast. We're almost there. And I think it immediately drops down to the bottom. I don't remember for sure. We're going to pull the extra wood back out of there. Yeah, so we just want this very light bread. And we're going to place this in here. And so now we get, we'll have grain, protein, vegetables, and fruits all together in one source of food. Now that is our food, what we're going to be eating from pretty much this point on. So we do still have the ceramic bowls. Don't know what we'll do with them for sure, but we have some sandwiches. So actually I'm going to make a few more of these. The easiest thing to do here is to make up a bunch of sandwiches. Then we grab a vessel and drop them in here. Now the vessels decrease decay times on foods. So this is basically like having a lunchbox. And this was actually a suggestion that was given to me a long time ago by the maker of the mod pack. So yeah, thanks guys for that. And ow! So what I'm going to do now, I am going to make up a little bit more bread. I'm going to keep this rye in its form. I'll probably make the smaller pieces of the grain into bread. So I'm going to work on that for a little bit. But I guess we will have a quest from that. So the quern. So let's just read this. Where we learned how to grind things to dust. The quern is a stone tool for hand grinding a wide variety of materials. You will need the stationary quern block and the hand stone, which goes inside on the topmost slot. To craft the quern, you need smooth stone, blah 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 blah. To do so, you must mine around the stone, blah 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 blah. Okay, so this will give us a full heart. Let's go ahead and grab that, and yeah. I think I'm going to go ahead and get this bread made up. I'm going to continue to work on harvesting some of these trees around here, and I'll be back in a little bit. So the next thing that we have to do is to finish out our Stone Age quests, and that is with the hide bed. So all that this wants is 2 thatch blocks and 1 large raw hide. I've gotten this large raw hide by killing a couple of bears, so no problems there, and that fire better not be spreading. Okay, it's not. So what we can do with this, so that I don't have to worry about coming back here from spawn all the time, we lay down the 2 pieces of thatch, and we throw the hide on top of it. Now, this bed is too uncomfortable to fall asleep. So you cannot sleep the night away, you cannot sleep away weather, but it does set your spawn point. So this is now my spawn point. At least I know I will be respawning in this general area. So let's go ahead and grab this. So we get a full heart and 16 andesite rocks. We're going to go ahead and claim that. And that completes everything from the Stone Age. So next we have the Casting Age. We still have 3 quests that are unclaimed here. So we continued on with the stuff here. So we had the wooden bucket. Oh. Hi, buddy. That wasn't too smart. So, where we learned to pick up water. The wooden bucket is a simple solution to transfer cool liquids such as water, milk, and vinegar. Although you can place water down it will quickly vanish as unable to place source blocks. Okay, I was confused there for a little bit. Yes, you can pick up water, but it does not move source blocks. So then it wanted us to fill a barrel with fresh water to make dough for flour, but it... What? To use a bucket to fill a barrel, but it wanted the bucket full. But we do have a barrel of fresh water. So yeah, we've got that. So that's more chestnut and a full heart. Grab those. Next we had making bread. You need it. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Okay, with the quern, you can now turn grains into flour. Place the grain into the quern's left slot, exit the GUI, right-click on the wooden handle to rotate the millstone. The task accepts any type of flour. So, making dough, now that you have flour, combine it with a wooden bucket of fresh water to make dough. This task accepts any type of dough. And then, raising bread. Now it's time to cook the bread. Place the dough into a fire pit that when the bread is cooked, it will drop to the output slot, but it will keep cooking here and eventually can burn up. This task accepts any type of bread. So this is going to give us a full heart and a sylvite. We have the opportunity of a quarter heart, salt, or more sylvite. I never figured out how to use this sylvite in the last series. I think right now we're going to take this quarter heart and just get it to where we have another full heart. And then finally we have sandwiches. So, best food ever. Like salads, you prepare sandwiches on the food prep surface. Place the bread and other ingredients into the food prep slots and click Create to make a sandwich. The number above the slot shows how many ounces of that food will be in the sandwich. They have a minimum weight of 7 ounces and a maximum of 10 ounces. Like salads, you cannot repeat ingredients. Sandwiches have the advantage of being able to contain all the food groups and be eaten in one bite. This task accepts any sandwich. So we already made our sandwiches. We get a full heart and some sylvite. We could take some rock salt rock, which I'm pretty sure we could just locate this stuff out in the world. But, yeah, I think we're going to take the rock salt just so that we don't have to go searching forever. So now we'll take our 4 quarter hearts here. We can combine all of those into a full heart. We have 5 more hearts here. So that takes us up to 40 lives now. We're going to drop off this sylvite. We're going to put the rock salt in here. And the andesite we'll put down here with these. So that takes care of the quests that we have completed as of right now. Now what I'm doing here right now, I am melting down some bismuth. I'm making some bismuth bronze, and I have some scythe heads and some axe heads because we really need to start gathering up a lot of wood now, because we're going to be starting into smithing here soon, and that is going to require a lot of charcoal. So I'm going to be working on that. I need to be able to break the leaves. That's what the scythes are for. And then I need to be able to collect tons and tons of logs, which obviously we need the axes for that. But I think that's going to have to wait for the next episode, because we are out of time for today. So I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to give a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have anything that you'd like me to look into, be sure to leave that down in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye!